Are you done?
Yeah,
Because
you're
I
on.
can repeat what Emily said, her bum hurts. If you can say no well, then not potty wine. Off you go.
I feel very included in your family, Steve.
Over to you,
Yeah.
GM.
Nice, isn't it?
Okay.
Gonna need more beer.
He's lost
Right.
it.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
We're getting that extension now.
Hello.
To Family
We're
Feud.
getting that extension now. Sorry.
It's the world's worst Zoom meeting.
We've really had that twice this evening.
Okay, right. So, welcome back. This is our bi-weekly Eberron game. Taking part this week in World War III. So we will be playing our Forgotten Relics campaign. This is the Beeling Grim Gold Edition version. So unfortunately, because we're in isolation, we don't get to hand out all of the nice little goodies you get in that box set, such as the magical cards that you can't see because I have my background on, or the gems or any of the other goodies that come with Beeling Grim Gold Edition. If you do want to see it, you can go to YouTube. Bill and Grim did a unboxing of the Eberron Gold Edition last start on their Twitch channel, which was very good. So you should be able to pick that up either from Twitch, I guess, or YouTube. And of course, last night they announced the release of their next Platinum Edition, their Rime of the Frost Queen or Frosthaven.
Frost Maiden.
Frost Maiden.
It's a different kind of.
He's winging it. He's winging it. He's nervous.
Rhyme of the frosty beer.
All over the place tonight. The mojo is all over the place. So yes, so we are playing the gold edition, but like I say, we don't unfortunately have the opportunity of hand out any of the goodies that you get in there. So I am attempting this week to run a little PowerPoint presentation on the side that I'll be sharing in Zoom for players and also for you watching through the magic of OBS. So we'll get to see at least some of those products on the screen. So we'll enjoy part of it, if not the physical part of it. So announcements. We have got a giveaway tonight as well. So Dave, do you want to talk us through that, please?
Yep. Just in case you didn't know who we are a band of brothers. Band of copyright.
This contagious by any chance?
Band of bodgers.
Band of bodgers. You can tell we're not professional voice actors. Band of Badgers. We're a tabletop role-playing game club. We're based in the heart of Sussex in the UK. We've over 50 real-life members, all real-life, and we meet up from time to time in a big house. But we are in lockdown here in the UK, so we wanted to still play D&D and other tabletop games because we love them so much. There's a little bit of escapism. We've got families or commitments and things, and just for a few hours we want to escape that. But we've done that online quite successfully. As now we're still learning, we're still getting to grips with this, but we're getting there. So people who have helped us along the way are people like, I've got a list here and I've got a list over here, but just ignore me while I'm moving from screen to screen. People like Ed's Gaming Emporium. We've also got 3D&D, and we've also got some discount codes, so check that out. We've got Galforce9, who sent us some fantastic encounter cards and spell cards. They also do a series of terrains and bits and pieces like that, plus Eldritch Foundry. Now you'll see some of these on our various other feeds, where we have some other giveaways as well. Now, I mentioned 3D&D because if you look back on last episode, or if you watched the last episode, we were doing a giveaway of an entire set of Chaos Trolls. You probably won't be able to see that very well. Will that work? Oh,
Yeah, they look good.
there you go. Probably turn it
God damn Chaos Trolls.
And he comes with it's a set of 3, which we're giving away on this evening's session. He does come with a battle axe, double-headed battle axe, but that's snapped off in the post. But so Dan sent me one. I got one, part of my monthly Patreon subscription. You get a batch of kind of you can pick from various designers, which is all fantastic. And so we're not going to tell you straight away who's won. We're going to let the suspense going. And until halfway through, we're going to have a quick break to top up our drinks, some more snacks and things. And at that point, we will roll for a winner. We put everyone's name into a big long list. We'll roll a D100 and see who pops out. And they will get an entire set of these Chaos Trolls to play on their tables. There we are. Plus, if you'd like to showcase some of your stuff, not on just on our online, hopefully when lockdown's over, we'll get back to our gaming tables. If you have a product you would like us to put on our tables or showcase or just play with, or just send us loads of stuff that you want to get involved with, please do. We've got loads of feedback from players who like our stuff. Weirdly, we have fans. Can you believe it? We actually have fans who have sent us some stuff, sent us tables. But do get in touch via Facebook. Also, if you'd like to support us as well, we have some merchandise. If you're watching this on YouTube, they'll be all in the details below. So please do go and check that out. There's loads of discounts as well for the company names that I mentioned. We've got discount codes for you as well. So, some are 10% off, some are 20% off. That's it. See you later. Bye. Back to you, Steve. Back to you in the studio.
Okay, so I'm going to do the session recap tonight, and I'm just going to read from the bit of paper that I wrote and sent you all earlier, because it's easy, and I won't get distracted. So you arrived at the Terminus District Lightning Rail Building and began to descend the apartment tower in search of the half-ogre Gara. After discovering her apartment and the gang members in the process of destroying any incriminating evidence, you managed to survive the battle and rescue the real Jermaine Vilroy. Finding ticket stubs for the Orient Lightning Rail, you realise that Gary is in the process of leaving Shan, possibly for good. If you complete your mission for Alden de Orion and rely upon his favour and fortune in the future, then you will have to intercept the 3 p.m. train to Rote and stop Gara by any means possible. You leave the apartment, bidding Jermaine farewell for now, and descend further into the building. Your goal? The skyway linking the apartment building to the terminus rail station that is adjacent. From there, you believe you will be able to reach the concourse in short order. You currently find yourself stood in a sparse corridor with 4 closed doors. None of them bear any specific markings to guide your path. You believe you've counted correctly and that from this level you should be able to reach the skyway and beyond. What do you want to do next?
Reach the skyway and beyond.
So I'm just going to flip over to Dungeon Fog. I think you should all be able to see yourselves and the 4 doors.
Yep.
Obviously, the 4 doors that you don't know where you're going because one you did actually use to get here. So that's why I didn't
Is
say
that the one
5.
that's slightly open?
Yes, that's where you came down.
Yeah. Good. That means I don't have to make a decision. Nice one.
Oh yeah, I got pretty beaten up last time, didn't I? Dungeon Fog for me is blank, so I'm going to just check the browser, Steve. I'm coming via Chrome.
Chrome.
What are your hit points at again at the moment?
14. Can you accept me, please, Steve? I am the wet banshee, apparently.
Basically, you're standing next to 2 doors. Jocelyn is standing next to 1 door, and Kingsman is standing next to 1 door. And I'm standing next to the door we came through.
I'm at the front, technically, right? Or is the front?
Well, it depends. Yeah, it depends.
How you look at it.
Yeah, put him at the front.
I vote Kingsman's at the front.
He was at the front.
I'm always at the front.
He was at the front. How do you ping this thing?
Right click on your token, and then it's the thing that plunger. There you go.
Right, so that's Radic.
We can ping.
That's Radic. Hello.
That's Jocelyn.
I know where I am.
That's Godric.
Yeah.
And that's Kingsman.
Well, I say we all follow Kingsman.
Should we try the Kingsman door, as I like to call it?
Kingsman door.
Onward.
Well,
The door behind Radic.
I think maybe your door looks more appealing, Kingsman.
I push everyone down the corridor.
Make a strength check.
Who?
Me.
Kingsman. He's going to try and push you all down the corridor.
Because I open my mouth.
Such a wanker.
Before
we
he does
didn't
that, I
do the
step to
table
the
rules,
side.
you see.
I step
to the
towards the
side.
door that's open.
Natural 20.
Okay.
Oh.
Godric steps out the way.
Yeah, thank you.
D&D Beyond.
Kingsman takes Jocelyn a little bit by surprise. So Jocelyn, make me a strength check with disadvantage, please.
2 d20s. Take the lowest one.
Oh, that's pretty fun. 15.
Okay, so unfortunately that's not high enough to withstand Kingsman very much with a natural 20. So you get pushed into Radic. Radic, please make me a strength check.
I got 19.
Okay, you fare somewhat better, but you also push 5 feet back towards the door. So what ends up happening is
to shove.
what ends up happening is you don't fall over, you don't go prone. So Jocelyn, you do manage to keep your feet, even though it was quite a hard shove. But you both get pushed 5 feet back towards the door.
Kingsman. Why?
Radek, open the door.
I will out of peer pressure, but
What a good advert towards any kids watching.
but I must make you aware. I don't have much hit points. But I feel
Steve, while they're chatting
care.
away there, I walk up to the door that Kingsman was in front of and I knock on it.
Oh yes.
Okay. So they're chatting away in the background, and you knock on the door. How long do you wait for? There's no answer.
About 5 seconds.
Okay, so you don't hear anything at all.
And then I try it and see if it opens.
It opens. So I'll move you inside. I think I've got to move you.
I think they'll
window.
I spin
Yeah,
round
I
and
can't
shout
quite
out,
see.
Godric, no!
do I open the door? I'm tempted. Don't split the party.
Okay, so this room is barren. It's full of debris, rubbish. There are 3 large pools of blood on the floor, and several burn marks scoring the parquet flooring. There is a door in the south wall next to one of the big blood splats. It's obviously been cleared, this room, and the debris and the detritus is whatever was left after whoever used to live here has recently vacated.
What's that in the north wall, Steve? Is that doors or windows or something?
They are windows.
Oh, they're windows, yeah.
Yeah.
And if I move slightly more in, can I see to the end of the room to the west?
So there's 2
more
bay
windows.
yeah,
Yeah,
2
cool.
sets of bay windows.
Is there any obvious body parts on the blood splats, or do they just literally look like someone has bled a lot? And
It's probably this definitely come from a body, but there are no bodies here.
right, okay.
Dry.
But does it look like sufficient
dry.
amount of blood that somebody would have died if they had bled that amount?
Absolutely, yeah.
All right, okay, cool. Okay. I shout back to the corridor, get your asses in here, you lot.
Okay, so the rest of you do hear that without making a check. What do you want to do?
I'll run 20 foot into the 4 squares to the left, and while I'm doing that, I'll look off Divine Sense.
Okay, you take 5 foot step into the room. The 4 squares. Was it one more? 1, 2, 3, so one more. So about there, yeah.
Yep.
So you ping off your divine sense ability, but you don't return any hits at all. There's no fiends, undead, celestials in within 60 feet.
Okay.
So Jocelyn and Relic, do you wish to follow Kingsman, or are you going to go a different way?
I'll just go and look.
Hang on. I'm going to let out a sigh of relief and kind of slowly venture that way.
Now you open the door.
And I'm going to kind of ease in with my battle axe drawn and kind of go to the south of Jocelyn. So 5 feet below the door. Perfect. Thank you very much, DM. Sup? So I mean, straight away, I'm drawn towards the piles of debris. Oh yeah. Did you do any searching here, Godric? Or?
No, I've just done a quick visual search. I haven't actually searched anything, as in rummaged around, because I didn't think it was worth it. This looks like this room is deserted.
Are those white bits on the floor stacks of paper?
They are, yes.
Can I go and investigate one of the stacks of paper?
Yep. They look to be old copies of newspapers.
Any particular
Sorry, go on.
So there's the Shan Inquisitives, there's the Alden Gazetteer, there's I forget what the other one is.
The Daily Realms.
It's the normal broadsheet newspapers that are sold within Shan. It looks like somebody's maybe a bit of a hoarder, or maybe a bit self-obsessed. Maybe they're looking for newspapers for clippings or articles of themselves, of escapades and capers that they may have been taking part in making headline news.
I would like to move towards the door in the south wall and have a listen at it, if that's okay.
Yep. Right, so I'm going to move you over to that nearest pile there, Jocelyn. Okay. Yep. Okay, so Godric, roll me a perception check, please.
D&D Beyond perception check, and that is a 17 total.
Okay, you don't hear any noise. There is nothing at all.
Okay, as I tell the group, guys, I can't hear anything at this door. Does anyone else want to open this one, seeing as I took the last one? And then I take 2 steps back and 1 step to the right.
Yeah, I'll get it. So I'm going to go down because RELICS now got this confidence way because hey, there's nothing in this room. So I was going to go straight to the door and be like, yes, let's do it. Axe is still drawn now in one hand as I open the door.
I'll move 1 square to the left, north, east, south, west, Steve, if that's okay.
Okay, so Godric, you push the door open and it moves quite easily for about 6 to 8 inches. Sorry, Relic.
I did it.
It moves quite easily for about 6 to 8 inches, then gets stuck on something. So make me a strength check, please.
I will make you a strength check. And my strength check came out at a 4, which is
nice.
which means I rolled, so that's 8 total. That's great.
Okay, so unfortunately you can't budge the door any further than the 6 to 8 inches that you've already opened it. There is debris on the floor, so that's somebody getting caught on something, but it seems to be withstanding your efforts to hold a budget.
Reddick, have you pushed it open enough that you can squeeze your head through and see what's behind?
How far did you say I got it open? 8 inches.
Yeah, between 6 and 8 inches, so it's not quite enough for you to fit through.
Can you put your head against the wall and see if you can see anything in the room?
I will try that, yes. So I put my head against the wall. After kind of go thumping the door a few times while trying to get in the door, I try and kind of get my eye as close as I can, just kind of see what's going on.
The way the door opens, it opens that way. So all you can see is, you can't see my mouse, can you?
It's open inwards.
No.
It opens inwards and it opens.
Towards us?
To see, no, it opens into the room that you're going to go into. It opens as it would in a normal house. So when the door is open to a normal house, you can't see into the room. It opens up against the wall.
Should we let Kingsman have a bash at it, Reddick? Not that I'm casting dispersions on your strength, but you took a big beating in that last battle, so.
Understood.
Step back, Radek. If I need you, I'll pick you up and use it as a shield.
Or a battering ram.
Shield? That's going to win it.
Okay, so make me a strength check, please, Kingsman.
Straightforward strength check.
Yeah. Well, sorry, athletics check.
Oh, sorry.
No, I'm sorry. No, you're sorry. No.
Sorry. 13 plus 4, 17. Thank you, D&D Beyond.
Okay, so
D&D Beyond Dice, try them. They're good.
You just managed to get past the obstruction, and you give the door a combination kick and shoulder barge to get the last of the debris cleared. It is some broken old piece of wood, and what happened is a sliver of part of it had become stuck underneath the bottom of the door, which prevented it from opening. You managed to force your way through, and you stumble through that pile of rubbish into the room.
As he goes through, Steve, I match his speed so that I'm the same amount behind him as I was, if that makes sense.
Yep. So you move to there.
I'm going to just follow Godric as well, so right behind Godric, please.
All right, so this room, very similar to the last one. There are another two pools of blood on the floor here. There is a door over in the southwest corner. You can just see that. It limits your vision on the screen, I believe. If anybody can't see the rest of this room, there's that one.
I can't.
If Jocelyn moves down, I think you could probably move the whole thing up, if that makes sense.
Yeah, move me down 20 feet or so and across slightly.
Next to Riddick, yeah, good one.
What's up?
There you go. And those are windows, I'm going to guess, in the south.
Yeah, so, by the door are two windows. And you can see they look outside onto what appears to be a balcony of sorts.
So maybe that door might go into like a stairwell that goes down or something.
Is the door onto the balcony?
It is. So if you want to head over in that direction.
Yeah, I'll go over there.
And you can see when you reach that point, these windows do look out onto a balcony. The door is partially busted anyway. It does have a window in it, and you can see outside. It is just a balcony, an open balcony
to the swimming pool.
Building. To the swimming pool, because I couldn't find any sky texture.
But, I think
that's why this building appears to be in the middle of the ocean.
Bloody Richard Branson's island, isn't it? Should we rush back to the corridor then? Because I don't think there's anything else here, unless anyone wants to do a detailed search.
No, I think it's.
You haven't done that yet, so that's up to you. But yeah, this apartment appears to have been cleared out. So if you remember from last session, the ogre and Bugbear were upstairs clearing out the other apartment. Looks like they've completed that exercise on this one already.
Right, let's go back to the corridor. Who's going first? Kingsman, you up first?
Yep.
I'll go behind Kingsman.
So was that
Justin, did you say you
first or
first?
Jocelyn first?
Kingsman can go first.
No, I think Jocelyn said she's going first. Come on.
I thought she said first.
Yeah.
No, if someone else wants to take 5 orders of face, that's up to them.
Take point.
5. So it comes up from behind you, Jocelyn.
Are you going behind Godric, Redick, and then Jocelyn?
Yeah.
Okay, where next? You have 3 doors you haven't investigated yet.
Can you move the map slightly, Steve? I can't see the corridor. Thank you. That's perfect. Okay for everyone else?
Yeah, one needs to be moved up.
I'd like to go south.
Yeah, I was going to say it's north, south, or east, isn't it?
South.
Yeah.
South.
South.
Okay.
What are you guys playing?
D&D, Matt.
No, oh, is that what it is?
It's alright.
Sorry, guys.
Okay, so the door is directly in front of you, nestled in a little alcove. Step back from the main corridor. What do you want to do?
I will kick the door open with my boot.
Again, Steve, as he
athletics
moves,
check.
I'm going to match his movement.
So you're 5 feet behind or 10 feet behind?
10 feet behind.
17 plus
No,
4,
actually,
21.
5 feet until I get to the door frame, then 10 feet, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Okay, so Kingsman, you barrel the door down. You almost burst it off its hinges. So
Sound effects.
The whole top comes away and the bottom swings open. You step into the room.
Candle.
I'll move you sort of to there just to make room for people.
Ooh.
You see what appears to be a conference room. So,
But empty.
but empty and sparse. So there are two large tables that dominate the centre of this room. Arrayed around it are 6 impressive looking chairs, but still only made of wood. And then at the head of the table, set back into the bay window, there is a plush looking, almost throne-like, deep-seated chair. There are no papers here, there's no debris, the room is very clean, almost spotless.
Can I head to the big throne chair, please?
I'll move out of the way, obviously.
I'm just going to bash the Godric. When I'm there, can I just kind of search it and kind of, so I see anything, if I can find anything that might resemble who kind of sat there in like the cushiony area or any kind of personal property type of thing?
Yeah. Can you make me an investigation check, please?
I will of course do that for you because you asked so nicely. That came through as a... Oh, get rid of that. It's a 7. Yeah.
Unfortunately, you don't find anything. It has been sat in. The cushion is somewhat formed to the shape of the posterior that used to sit in it, but you don't find any. You don't glean any intelligence from that information.
It's got an arse cheek shape in it.
Well, Redick just kind of sits in the chair and just kind of slumps down for a little bit.
It's bigger butt cheeks than your own.
That's exactly
I think we should try the north door now. I've got a funny feeling the east door is going to be the one where the party's at.
I mean, the north one's quite close to where we came in, right?
Yeah,
it's like
opposite.
It's round the corner, isn't it?
Oh, okay. I didn't know if they had double doors. I forgot. Cool. I will follow as always.
That's the north door.
Okay.
Do you want to go first, Justin?
You're in the front.
Yeah, can I go up to the north door? And...
Yeah, I'll bolt it back into the corridor and go behind Jocelyn.
You fall down a trap door. No.
Don't you open that trap door.
Oh, fucking
Oh, God, that's a flashback.
Yeah.
To a better time.
Mm.
I listen against the door to see if I can hear anything.
Yep. Go ahead.
Thank you.
11.
You hear nothing. There is stillness and silence from the underdoor.
Can I open the door and go?
Okay, it opens easily enough. It's well door hinges. It's not locked. Behind, you see a gloomy stairwell, so I'm not going to bother moving you up. It is a stairwell similar to one you used to get down to this level. You descend about half a flight of stairs as it turns around the corner. You see it has been intentionally blocked with piles of stonemason rubble and bits of metal, off-cut pieces of wood. It's been intentionally blockaded to cut these last 2 floors off from the rest of the building that's below.
Doesn't conform to fire safety standards.
It certainly doesn't.
I'm sure that's not what they're worrying about.
If there was fire, you could not get out. If that other door was you have to jump off the balcony.
Steve, I'll go listen at the east door.
I'll be behind. I'll follow Godric beyond.
Okay.
And perception roll is 21.
Okay, so from beyond the door, you hear the whistling of wind as it passes between the 2 towers, the 2 adjacent towers, the apartment building that you're in, where you landed on the sky coach pad above, and what you guess must be the Terminus Rail building, which is next door. On the wind, you hear this sort of haunting melodic singing. It sort of starts to pull on your consciousness. Make me a saving throw, please.
Oh, okay. What kind of saving throw would you like, Steve?
It is a wisdom saving throw.
A wisdom.
Yep, wisdom saving throw, please.
Luckily, my wisdom's pretty good. That is a saving throw of 21.
Okay, so it starts to mesmerise you, and you feel yourself compelled to open the door and take a step forwards. Then suddenly you remember yourself, and you think, "No, that's a stupid thing to do." And you come back to your senses, and suddenly the song doesn't sound so long. It sounds more like the screeching and disharmonious cacophony of a bird's call.
I back out and tell everyone to back away 5 feet.
I'll stay where I am.
Yeah, you're all right, Jocelyn, because you're 5 feet away anyway.
Do we all hear screaming, or do we still hear music?
None of the rest of you heard that. It was only because he was listening at the door.
Okay, fine.
Right, Steve, can I make a history check to see if I can tell what that was?
Yes, you can.
Oh, nice. That is 16 plus 7, which is 23.
Okay, so from the deep long-term memory, you pull up a story that you heard around the campfire when you were a member of the RELICS military, and it was a story of a particular unit who had a pretty nasty reputation. They were commandos, and they were sent into Droam to try and expand upon Breland's territory there. They've been quite successful in previous sorties, and they'd sacked quite a few towns and rid those villages of the monstrous races that lived there. So the Brelish populace could expand the front and move in and take over that arable land and pasture land, and pump more food into the quest for successful completion to the 100 years more. Now, these commandos, you come across them yourself, and they were a pretty nasty bunch, but they came a cropper and disappeared off the face of the planet. And the rumor was that the Droam forces had started to fight back, and they'd populated one village that they knew these commandos were going to sack with an elite death squad that was run by ogres and bugbears, but they were backed up by these creatures called harpies. Now, these harpies, through the use of their song, could stupefy the hardiest soldiers by penetrating into their brain and basically making them stand still on the battlefield for the slaughter. And the story that you heard told the tale of the end of this commando unit by a single one of these creatures.
Right, I'll as you were saying that was me saying it to the guys. Okay, so I relay that story to the rest of the team, and I say, I don't know what else is beyond that door, but there's definitely harpies or something of similar ilk. I think we should plug our ears with something, because I don't think we should be listening to what they're singing. It ain't rap music. But feel free to have a listen at the door if you wish.
I get some of my long hair and kind of put it in my ear.
I think I've got some. Let me just check. I think I've got wax in my equipment list.
That would work better than my hair. I've got a hammer. That won't really do much.
Yeah, I put a hammer in my ear.
Never know. Could use it to break your eardrum.
Yeah, I've got sealing wax. Could I use that to? If I use that in conjunction with a tinderbox, could I, to like melt it? Could we make like earplugs, Steve? If that's okay.
If you go back into the apartment and you find, there are piles of paper there, so you can scrunch balls of paper up.
Okay.
And wad the paper into your ears, and then pour the sealing wax over the top.
Yeah.
To seal off as much of sound as possible. It's going to be hard. Sealing wax isn't malleable; it's brittle. So you melt it, and then you stamp it, it's brittle on purpose. So anybody tampering with a scroll, it breaks easily. So it isn't sort of best thing for moulding on and shaping to go in your ear. It's not a soft wax. So that's the best thing you would do. It is going to be quite painful pouring hot wax into your ear rolls, even though there's paper there. So everybody will be taking 1 point of damage if you do want to do that.
What I was going to say, we might not all need to do it. It might not need to be the person who opens the door. I'm willing to be the not sacrificial lamb, but I'm willing to do it myself if you wish, because I've got a funny feeling that the door opens out into like some sort of balcony or something, or nothing. It just opens out into the air or something like that. So I'll do that to myself.
Okay, so you spend a few minutes forming as best you can a ball from ripped up old newspapers. You shove it as deep as you can within your ears, and there's a few more minutes of humour and comedy as you start to say, "Hey, what did you say?" Between a lot of you.
Sorry, what?
You eventually manage to portray enough intent through mime and so on and so forth for them to pour wax into your ears. So you do take 1 point of damage.
Yeah, I've taken that off.
But yes, you think you have successfully stopped your ears with the tools at hand.
Right, I'll go back to the door and I'll see if I can open it.
The door is on well-oiled hinges. It is not locked, and it does open.
I'll open it.
Put you outside.
Yeah,
you are on a balcony.
Swimming pool.
It is the Skyway. You can see from above, and opposite you, on a perch above a door in the opposite wall, is sat a harpy. So we're just going to switch out for 2 seconds back to the presentation. So this is the view from the Sky Bridge as you cross between the two buildings.
Oh, pretty.
So that is the Sharnley, various different floating towers and buildings that you've got make up the city. And more importantly, sitting on a perch on the opposite side of the Skyway is the creature before you, which is indeed a harpy, as you correctly remembered from your campfire story.
Not a bad-looking harpy.
They're people too. They need love. That's all I'm going to say. They're very misunderstood creatures.
Dwarf.
Okay, so before we move any further, where are the rest of you positioned? Are you backing Godric up, or are you staying where you were deeper into the corridor?
Well, I'm definitely going to do my hair idea, because I'm not going to put wax on me. I'm going to put some of my hair in my ears. It's long hair. It's bushy. I think I'll give it a go.
You probably put your beard in your hair, couldn't you?
Yeah, you put some plaits into your beard and you
we've got plaits there.
Pull them up and paint them into one ear.
You could probably put your ear hair in your ear, couldn't you?
Let's not get personal. And I will go 1 space in front of Godric.
In front of Godric?
Yes.
To there?
Yes, that's it.
Okay.
I'll go behind Godric. So in the doorway.
Also, because Godric warned us, I'm going to have had my axe drawn at this point as well.
Okay, right. So as the door opens and you step out, the volume of the song increases somewhat. So we'll do that in a minute. But the Sky Bridge is empty, apart from this one harpy. And I'll say there is a door in the opposite wall. So as the song intensity increases, can Radic, you make me a saving throw, please?
Yeah. Yes, I can make you a saving throw. I got 18.
Okay, so again, you feel a slight pull, a compulsion to start walking towards this creature. but you manage to fight off the urge, and you come back to your senses. So the Jocelyn and Kingsman, you're not currently affected because you're still inside. So the song isn't quite intense enough to reach you yet. So what we're going to do now is go into initiative, please.
Yes. Initiative. Let's do it. Initiative. My axe.
And
my sword. Oh no, hold on. My magic.
I got a 19.
I got a 13.
A 13.
A 13.
A 13.
Right, so it's a 19 for Radic.
Yes, my friend.
A 13 for Godric.
Affirmative.
Jocelyn. 17 for Jocelyn and Kingsman.
Sorry, which one was it?
Initiative.
Pink at 13.
Excellent. Okay, Radic, you are up first. What do you want to do?
I think I am going to. I've drawn my I'm going to reach around with one of my hands and throw a hand axe towards the harpy from where I'm standing.
Yep, roll to it for me, please.
I most certainly would do that.
Steve, are you able to move the map slightly?
Sorry. Yeah, of course. Sorry. Yeah. Just yell at me when I forget.
Oh
to
yeah,
do this, okay?
there you go. Yeah, no worries. That's perfect. Is that okay for everyone else?
I'm on a different screen now. Hang on. Yeah.
The blue, I think, is you, Jocelyn. So I'll move you over a little bit, and I think green, Matt. You can see the whole thing anyway, so you should be okay.
Hit 22.
22. Yep, you hit. Roll damage for me, please.
Damage is 7.
Nice. So you throw your hand axe, it hits square, thuds into the creature's shoulder, and lets out a hideous screech, even more hideous than the song that she's currently singing.
As I throw it, I'm going to be shut up as I throw the axe at her. in a less sadistic voice, because that came across very sadistic.
Do you want to move or take another bonus action?
Well, I thought grabbing the axe from my back was an action. No.
No. It's a free action.
Thank you. Then I will throw a second one as well, please.
Yep.
No,
go ahead.
Both of my axes. This one hit for 26. I'm wasting the hand axe hits here.
Baby, wait 1 second.
Hit 26, and that's another 7.
Another 7 points of damage. Okay, so another square throw hitting her in the opposite shoulder. Again, she screeches.
After that, quite proud of my aim. I'm going to just drop down by 5 feet and kind of stand ready there with what I expect is going to be something coming my way. So.
Okay, to there, yeah.
Yes, please, thank you.
Okay. So Jocelyn would be up next. So what we'll do is we'll jump to Godric.
I shall take 1 step to the south, and then I shall cast Firebolt at the harpy.
Roll hit for me, please.
And that is a 16 to hit.
16 hits.
And that is 7 damage.
Yeah, we've got 7.
Fire damage.
Okay, so you unleash a bolt of fiery energy. It hits her with supreme accuracy. Parts of her, whatever clothing she's wearing, burst in the flames, but they're quickly extinguished. But that did her again. She screeches out in pain and anger. Anything else you want to do?
No, that's okay. I will stay there.
Okay, Kingsman.
I will move past Jocelyn, and so 2 squares to the right, and I will cast Compelled Duel.
Okay, so that's a wisdom saving throw, isn't it?
It is 14.
That sounds blingy.
Bling.
I rolled a 17 on the dice with no modifier, so that's 17. So that's a pass.
Okay. Failed. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I will move the rest. I will stride across the
Stride across.
balcony. Pull out
Yep.
my sword from my back, detach it, and swing.
Okay. Roll to hit for me, please.
Bink, bong, bink. Ooh, 15.
15 hits.
Oh,
She's got a low thing, hasn't she?
bing, bong, bong. That's an 8. I've got a 2 plus 2 plus.
8 damage. So that is bad maths for me today. Okay, so you swing your sword and you leave quite a healthy looking score across her lower hindquarters. She's currently sitting above the door, so you can reach. Fine, it's not out of reach, but you can't hit quite any sweet spots yet. However, it is her go. She jumps down from the door, from her perch. Jocelyn's back. Right, so we'll hold on that for a moment. So, Jocelyn, you're up next.
What's happened in the meantime? Sorry.
So, Godric
We're all
has
dead.
has shot a bolt of fire
jumped
across
off the edge.
the bridge and then stepped away from the door. Kingsman moved past you, has drawn his sword and swung to attack, and it's your go.
Is the harpy still above Kingsman?
Yes.
Can I throw my spear at her?
Yes, you can. You will have to step onto the sky bridge.
Welcome.
Uh, 16.
16 hits. Roll damage for me.
Locating the correct dice. Bear with. Yeah, that's not good. 5.
Okay, so you launch your spear across the sky bridge. It sort of hits her. Doesn't really go in that far. It ends up clattering to the ground after doing the damage. You was hoping for something a bit more dramatic, like pinning her to the wall or something. You don't quite manage that with a throw. It was slightly off-putting having Kingsman jumping around in front of her, waving his large sword.
In your endo.
Right. So my go. She jumps down from the perch and takes a step around Kingsman, trying to get away from that nasty looking sword. She takes a claw attack and also pulls out what looks like a small club, almost like a blackjack, and also swings. So swings in low at the knees with that weapon whilst clawing at the face. So it's 2 attacks. The first one is 21 to hit.
That
Where did
hits.
she pull the plug out from?
And from just behind her waist, it was hanging on a belt loop. Second one's only a 14, so that misses. And the damage is...
Can I cast? It's a bonus action. Can I cast shield? Shield of Faith.
What is a bonus action?
It's a bonus action. It's not exactly a reaction.
A reaction.
It needs to be a reaction.
Yeah, shield would have been okay because that is a reaction.
It's Shield of Faith.
I'll let you cast it because you've still got your bonus action to go. So
Well, you said
cast it.
I'll cast it, but I think you said it was a 21 to hit.
It was.
It only gets me a 20 anyway.
Okay. Right. So it's still a hit, but your armor class is now 20.
Yeah.
Okay. One's cocked. So that is 6 points of damage.
cocked.
as you're raked with vicious-looking claws
Oh.
across your sword arm.
You bitch! What a bitch!
Okay, you suddenly realise, however, that the singing wasn't coming from her. The singing was coming from another creature that you can't quite see, so it's either below you, under the bridge, or sat somewhere else outside of your view. And because Jocelyn and Kingsman, this is now your first time on the bridge, you're going to have to make me a wisdom saving throw, please. The DC is 11.
No, I feel bad telling her to shut up.
Come on, guys. Come on.
Who is
Can
that?
do
Sorry,
it.
Steve.
It's Kingsman and Jocelyn.
Go what?
Wisdom saving throw.
Thank you.
21.
Okay, Jocelyn, you pass.
I failed. Got 5.
Okay, right. So you are charmed, Kingsman. You feel the luring song of the harpy take over your mind, and you suddenly become. You lose all strength and energy. Your weapon falls lack in your grip. The blade touches the floor, and you stand stupefied by the now captivating beauty of the creature before you.
Oh, that's not good.
Top of the round, Radic.
Top of the morning.
Morning to you. 13. Cool. So I've now kind of used my hand axes. So I'm going to go to the harpy's left-hand side, please. My battle axe drawn.
Yep.
Thank you. And I am going to have a swing at it with 2 hang on before I commit to that. Hang on, didn't finish my syllabus.
Hang on. Hang on. God blimey, Mary Poppins.
Blimey. So I just got to check one thing about this spell. Do apologize if I commit. This is a... Yeah, okay, I thought it was. Right, so I'm going to swing my battle axe one-handed, please, at the harpy.
Rotate for me.
And I hit with a... Well, let's just say I didn't hit with a 7, but I got a 7.
Okay, so what does that hit?
I don't know. You tell me.
Oh, sorry, you got a 7 in total.
Yeah, I got a 7. I got a 7 total hit.
Is that a natural 1?
Oh shit! It was, yeah.
Okay. Unfortunately, your weapon goes bye-byes over the handrail.
Oh no!
Oh, what is with you and my weapons?
This is
okay.
This is
It
just
looked
your
cool.
subconscious telling you that you really, really wanted that battle axe at last week's shopping event.
Yeah.
So much so that you're willing to throw your own one away in a way of guilt tripping me into letting you have it.
I've literally just got. Oh, got a dagger. Okay, I've got a dagger. Right. Okay, well that's gone.
You've got hand axes, haven't you? Or
well,
have you thrown them all?
Well, I think they're technically in her face.
Oh right, okay.
I
Yeah.
was feeling on the floor somewhere around that area.
I'll have a look in a second. What I do though is, out of my sheer panic of my hand axe dying across on the floor, I'm gonna kind of go. I don't need an axe to beat you, and I'm gonna do like a commander's strike.
And my axe.
And tell
My axe.
will my commander's
My
strike
dagger.
break
I like that.
And my backpack. Just for
My
everything.
commander strike.
And my
Your
boots.
commander's strike is powerful enough. I'll allow make a rule calling here. Your commander's strike will push through Kingsman's stupor enough to allow him another saving throw.
Oh.
Perfect.
Oh.
What I'm going to do then is I'm going to use one of my special dice, and I'm going to kind of say, Kingsman, don't lose who you are, and kind of tell him to do that again.
Nice.
Kingsman, make a saving throw for me, please. Wisdom saving throw.
Blip. D&D Beyond. And it is a... Can I roll an inspiration with that?
Yes.
And it is
Oh, it doesn't do it, so I just got to roll a D20 on its own.
Yeah, just roll
So,
a d20 on Beyond.
I got a 7 of my first roll, and then on my 20, 10, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13.
It's enough to pass. So you
Yay!
You get shouted at by Relic to remember your past, remember the unit, support, and you suddenly realise the duty that you hold, and your grip tightens on your sword, and you feel yourself compelled to attack the harpy in front of you. Roll to hit for me, please.
Oh,
that's with a 1d8, isn't it, as well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
17 to hit.
That is a hit. So you roll your normal damage and an additional d8 damage.
Okay, normal damage is rolling. And that's 13.
Yep.
That's my d8. 3, so 16 in total.
Okay, so you feel such anger at being duped by this creature that you slash forwards as you bring your sword up from the ground, and as you do so, it bursts with silver energy, and you feel that it did more damage than it would normally. So you do a mighty cleave across the creature's chest as it staggers back against the handrail. It's looking pretty injured. Next up is Jocelyn.
Jocelyn.
Can I go past Kingsman, and then next to the harpy on the other side? Yeah.
Okay, so you get an advantage to hit with this, Jocelyn, because you're on opposed attack front with Radic.
12.
12 hits. Their armor classes are bad.
Bad? Well, they are naked.
Yes.
Apparently with a belt that I can't see in the picture. Damage of 12?
12 damage, yes. You follow up, striking again into the hit that Kingsman did, almost completely severing her arm. It's just hanging on by a thread, and as is she. She's still up, but really looking like she's suffering. Anything else you want to do?
I try and push her over the balcony.
You certainly can, yeah. So make a hit roll, please.
12?
Yeah, just enough. So you wrench your sword free and you swing out with your leg, catching her square across the chest, doing enough damage to make the killing blow and send the body toppling over the handrail.
Nice one, Jocelyn.
Yeah, Jocelyn.
I think my spirit yet.
You can you've used
I wasted.
2, 3, 4, 5. You've used all your movements to get to where you are, so it's just out of reach from where you are at the moment.
Before she topples over, did I spot my hand axes in her body, or are they on the floor?
No, they're in her body.
Could I grab them as she falls down?
I'll let you get a chance of grabbing one, so maybe a dexterity saving throw.
Thank you. I appreciate the chance. Dexterity saving throw, you say?
Yep.
Oh, for fuck's sake, I got 6. For fuck's sake.
Okay, so unfortunately you do reach out to try and grab one, but it slips from your grasp, and you see the body and your 2 remaining weapons fall into the sky, head downwards into the lower districts of Shire.
Yeah, fuckers.
You want to borrow my battle axe and I'll just use my spear?
Yes, please. I'd appreciate as I put my lone dagger back in my belt.
Long dagger.
My alone dagger. Thank you, Justin. I appreciate that.
Okay, I have no battle axe now. I want that back.
You can still hear singing, however. There is another one of these creatures somewhere. So, Godric, it is your turn.
I move over to the guys because I don't actually know there is another one singing because I can't hear it. So I move over to them and say, "Yeah, good job, guys."
Got a picture going, yeah.
Godric comes over and speaks inappropriately loudly, but
yeah, I actually go, "Oh, good job, guys."
I look at him and kind of go.
What's wrong?
Anything else you want to do?
I pick my spear up now, please.
I'll just scan.
We're still in combat, so
Yeah, I'll scan the area, see if I can see anything else. But
okay, you can't see anything from where you are. So
okay.
Kingsman.
It's got rocks in his ears too.
Kingsman.
Sorry, my headset I think is playing up. I get a lot of static. You got me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah,
There
you're up.
you go. I want to go through the door.
Okay.
So I'll kick it down.
The door opens easily enough with a boot. It wasn't locked. It swings against the wall on the other side of the corridor, and you stride in. So give me 2 seconds for you. So I believe this is you, and I move you over. So can you see the end of the corridor? Okay. Yeah,
I shall follow, Kingsman.
Can you see those poles of paper and the puddle of water in the middle of the corridor, Kingsman, and the door? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Right. Okay.
You say we're still in combat at this point, are we? So we're still turn taken.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. So, Kingsman strides off into the corridor. Is there anything else you want to do, Kingsman? You still have an action and a bonus action to take, and the rest of your move. You've currently moved 15 feet.
And is that an archway, a window, or a door?
So, in front of you is a sliding door, and it's reminiscent of the sliding doors that you went through into the elevator when you took the elevator down into the excavation pit.
Oh.
So you figure this is probably an elevator.
Did when I kicked the door off, did I smash off its hinges, or
No,
kind of closed it behind me?
It hit the wall and then sort of swung back, and you just ended up walking through. So it's sort of half open behind you.
I'll look back to Godric and wave him in.
Okay.
And then I'll step up. I'll just go all the way to the door on my line.
Okay, so 20, 25. Your movement is 30, isn't it? So that would get you to there. Okay. All right. So on the harpy's turn, you see 2 harpies. I'll try and figure out how to do this because my Zoom windows are in the way. You see 2 harpies take off from underneath the bridge, and they fly off. So you can see them on the screen at the moment. They actually fly off in opposite directions. They've seen you take fairly easy care of their sister, so they disappear over the horizon. So we are now out of combat. So you can pick weapons up. There is a club on the floor that the harpy dropped, and then Jocelyn, there's your spear.
Reddick, you might need that.
I pick my spear up and lend my battle axe to Reddick.
Okay.
Thank you.
Anybody want the club? Or are you gonna leave it
I'll just move into where Kingsman is.
Okay. And then I take it you move into the room or into the corridor.
Yeah, just call it club, is it?
And I will just fix everybody's screens. Okay. All right. What do you want to do next?
I'll move up to the lift.
Hey.
Is there as I'm looking at the door while I approach it, Is it obvious, like the Medusa one? Is there a button?
Yes, there is. As you get closer, you see there is a small panel to the side of the doors. And you also notice that this rough stone hall appears to be covered in graffiti, crude paintings, and phrases that state things like "tyrants rule," "sirens go home," daubed all over the walls and ceilings. There's
Gang
rubbish
graffiti.
laying on gang graffiti, exactly.
Taggers, get everywhere.
Yeah, this has very much got the feel of a hovel. So where the last building you're in, was apartments, although it was fairly low rent apartments, it was still a livable area. This is very much a sort of a slum, a hovel. So this is definitely a gang building, and the graffiti and just the general refuse that's lying around reflects that. Right. Okay. So you want to move over to the left and push the button.
I'll follow that.
I will. Yeah.
Okay. Relic, you want to move up as well next to Kingsman?
Yes, please.
This corridor has wind up. Is everybody moving up? Jocelyn?
Has anybody got any healing slots, spells available? Can we do a short rest or anything like that? I'm just aware we're going down. Although I'm also aware we're on a timer, aren't we, to try and intercept the orc? So I don't really know what we can do here. Because if we do a short rest, technically we'd miss the orc from going to that on that Skyro. Skyro,
we're going to miss it.
Well,
he's basically catching a train, and we've got to stop him.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine. Thank you, Seth. That's fine. No problem. I don't know if anyone's got a healing spell or anything. You're two paladins. Not you, Seth. Since no, fine. Just guys.
Okay. Kingsman, you're going to push the button, yeah?
I will push the button. I was just seeing if I had a healing potion, but I don't.
I think Radic's got all the healing potions.
Yeah.
Have you got any healing potions, Relic? Godric might have them.
I used mine.
Okay.
It's fine.
Godric might have them. We'll wait for Godric to come back.
I don't have any healing potions, and I only have 5.
Godric's just gone round the corner for a piss.
Over the edge. Whee! Look at that! Look how high we are. I'm trying to open a bottle of beer with a set of tweezers right now. Resourceful as always.
Why are you opening a bottle of beer with a set of tweezers?
My son didn't bring me the bottle opener when I asked him to secretly bring me a beer. That's why. And now I'm committed to the cause. Oh, for goodness sake, I can't do it.
It was probably all evening.
Godric, hello.
Hello, mute button there.
Hello, mute button.
What's happening? Sorry about that.
We're going to go down the elevator, and I'm just checking. Yes. You might have a healing potion I can quickly neck before we go down there.
Have I? That's a good question. Equipment. Healing potion. Yes, you can have that one. I've got one.
Thank you very much.
It's still, is it 1d8? I can't remember.
It's 1d6.
1d6.
Plus 1.
1d6 plus 1. Mr. Porky.
Mr. Porky. Oh, 7. Beautiful. Good with that.
Okay. So you neck the potion. You get 7 hit points back. And ready to continue.
I'm good.
Okay, so Kingsman, you push the button to the elevator. The doors open immediately.
Is it one button or is it up and down?
It's down only. So you figure you must be at what is the top of this tower. So if you remember from when I showed you the maps, the sort of the terminus building tower where the railway station was lower. So what you've done is you've descended from the coach level through the apartment levels to the sky bridge, and now you're in at the top level of that terminus building. So this elevator is at the top. So you push the button, the doors open immediately. However, to your surprise, within the elevator is a metallic dog creature, obviously standing guard. It stands up at your rude intrusion on its space and stands ready to attack. So, roll initiative, please.
I tell it to heal.
Anyone got any metallic dog food?
Metallic dog food, love it.
just
10, Steve.
Just so the tin at him.
Oh, 1.
19.
Do you get any bonuses to that, Jocelyn?
Not that I'm aware of, but tell me if I do otherwise.
It would only be dexterity modifier.
2. I don't think that's going to make much of a difference.
Right, Kingsman, you were 19. Godric.
10.
And Relic.
18.
Nice.
Okay.
Okie dokie. Right. Kingsman, you're up first.
Okay. I will. Oh, let's try that. Right. I'm going to. Am I within range? Can I?
You will have to move. So what I'm going to do to make it easier is I'm going to just say you take a 5-foot step into lift as part of pushing the button, so we can reveal what's beyond the door. So you can see the creature is, in essence, only 5 feet away from you in a 20-foot square lift, the same as the one they used in the Unicorn District. Only this time, it has windows in instead of a wall in the north side. So as you descend, you get to see the Shan City skyline.
It's the glass elevator.
Okay. Can I go to the south position of the doggy?
Yes.
And try to attack it with my sword.
Yep, of course. Rotate it for me.
And that 19 plus 6, 25 to hit.
Nice. Hits.
Thank you, D&D Beyond. I'm using it on the iPad now.
Yeah, that's good.
That was shit, D&D Beyond. That's 9 damage, but can I imbue that with Divine Smite?
You can, yeah. How many?
1d8.
1d8 extra damage. So you're going to burn a first level spell, yeah?
Yep. Oh, it was on 7 and it rolled onto a 1.
So that's 10 damage in total. Okay, so you swing your sword and you build up the divine energy like a static discharge, and as you strike the metal carapace of the dog, it bursts in a blinding radiance. You have damaged it, not heavily, but it is damaged. Anything else you want to do?
No, I'll stay where I am.
Okay, Reddick, you're up.
Can I? Doors open, and I can kind of see that the dog was more kind of like annoyed than actually damaged. Can I kind of go behind Kingsman and attempt to push past him and shove the dog through the glass so it falls down from the elevator?
That would be only possible. Well, it would only be possible on a natural 20 because you've got the dog, which stands about waist height to Kingsman. Even though Kingsman, gave Jocelyn a hearty shove, it only gave you a 5 foot step backwards by the time it was, gone through 2 people. So you don't think it's necessarily going to work.
So it wouldn't be beneficial. No problem then. I'll continue to go around Kingsman and go to the square next to him, so I'm diagonal from the dog.
Yep.
And I will draw my borrowed battle axe.
Want it back.
You'll get it back. I'm going to go across the weight. And I'm going to two-handed go for a smash into it, trying to kind of chop my way through the metal body, really.
Yep. Okay.
I'm going
Roll it for me, please.
I will do that for you. I hit with a 15.
15 hits.
Oh, thank you. I will come down then.
So it's a 1d10 damage for two-handed.
Yeah, 1d10 damage. So I had to be on my 1d8. That's a 10.
So 14 damage. Was it a 10 on a dice or 10 total?
That is 10 total.
10 total. Okay.
And can I also do my action surge there and go again with the same move, because I'm really trying to hack my way through the carcass,
Yes,
the
of
carcass
course.
through the body.
Yep. Go for it. Roll again to hit, please.
Okay. That one is a 9 that time, so that didn't do as well.
Unfortunately, so the first hit you did manage to almost repeat Kingsman's strike and use that as an advantage to break through the armor, but the second strike you just about missed, and the battle axe gets caught up on one of its spines and deflects away from the body harmlessly.
Okay.
Okay, so that's your go. It is now my go. So the dog creature is going to take a bite at Kingsman. Roll dice in the tray.
Bad doggy.
So he reaches out and bites towards your leg. All it gets is a face full of plate armor. It doesn't penetrate at all. So that's his go over. He stands growling at you, angry that he didn't manage to bite through the metal coverings to the soft, fleshy bit underneath. So that's his go over. Roderick?
Armadillo.
Godric, you're up.
Right, I'm going to move into the bottom left-hand corner of the lift. And then I am going to cast Firebolt at the doggy.
Okie dokie.
And that is 16 to hit.
16 hits.
Oh, and the damage is 10.
10 damage. Okay, so you blow out again another fiery bolt of energy. It splashes into its side and overheats the metal there. It becomes a bit soft and malleable, so you've created a bit of a weak spot in its armoured hide.
I'll take go for the weak spot, boys.
Anything else you want to do?
No, that's all I can do, really.
Okay. Jocelyn, your go.
Can I move forward and go to the west of the dog?
Yep.
I've got a 13.
13 just hits, so you make a full advantage of the soft spot that Godric created on his last attack to shove your spear through its side.
12.
12. So you sink deep into its insides, and you think you've done some sort of critical damage as it collapses on that side to the floor. It is still alive, but it's on its last legs. Okay, right. So that's Jocelyn's go over. All right. So. Right, so Jeff, because of your vantage point in the corner of the lift here, you see as Jocelyn makes her attack and thrusts a spear into the side of the warg, step into the lift. Behind her is a wolf-like figure, so sort of a female form with wolfish features, wolfish face and teeth, clawed feet and hands. So if you want to just drop out to the PowerPoint presentation, you will see a picture of what she looks like, and she takes a claw attack.
Is it a shifter?
It is a shifter, yes. And she is in shifter form, so she's going to take one bite attack and one claw attack at you, Jocelyn. So that's armor class 13, which is a miss with the claw, and armor class 18 with the bite, which I believe is a hit, isn't it? Okay, so you feel this sharp animal like teeth sink into the meaty bit of your shoulder, which you take 5 points of damage. Okay, top of the round. So Kingsman, you're up. So now 2 combatants on the field. The dog, which is pretty much dying in front of you, and then this new wolf, female wolf form that's bit Jocelyn from behind.
My original thinking was to try to push the dog out the window, but if it's looking like it's on its last legs, I'm thinking just to kill it, just try and hit it. Yeah, I'm just gonna swing for it.
Okay, so with your sword, yeah.
Yep, 16.
Okay, 16 hits.
10 points of damage.
Okay, how do you want to do it?
I will put the sword down and then wrench it backwards and forwards, grinding the metal, and then chop its head off.
Oh, like a lever. Oh.
Yeah. And now boot on it. And yep.
He brings in the boot.
So you take advantage of the fact it's collapsed to one side and expose a weak part of its neck, and you thrust down with your sword, and then using that as a fulcrum, you manage to saw through the remainder of its neck, and eventually the head drops from the shoulders and lays lifeless to the floor, hydraulic fluid leaking everywhere.
Cool, I like that. What was that? What was it called?
Cool.
It's an Iron Defender.
Iron Defender.
Oh, he's making his notes.
I'm making my kill list, yeah.
Yeah, I love that you do that.
Iron Defender. Cool. Haha.
Okay. And do you want to do anything else?
No, I'll stay where I am.
Okay. So next up is Radic.
That dog's gone now, isn't it? So I'm going to freely walk through where it was while avoiding the crap on the floor, which is now kind of like a bolt of nails or screws. And I'm going to go direct north above the shifter.
Yep.
I'm going to again come down with a 2-hand blow of the battle axe.
Go for it.
The hit for that is a 21.
21 hits. Roll your damage, please.
Thank you very much. And damage on that is a... What's that? That is plus 4, 6. So that's a 10.
10, yep. That's a mighty 2-handed swing, connecting with the top part of her shoulder as she reached out to attack Jocelyn with her claws, but missed. So it was a good hit. She's taken damage. She doesn't look particularly impressed that you're ganging up on her now. She might have to rethink her strategy of sneaking up behind a party of 4. But there you go. She is committed. Anything else you want to do?
No, thank you.
Okay, so Warg is out. Godric, your turn. You're on mute.
I will take a shot at the shifter.
Okie, go for it.
And I will try Toll of the Dead.
Yep.
You need
So
to
that's a
make a
wisdom
saving
saving throw.
throw. 15.
That is a natural 1. So you, kind sir, may do double damage.
You do It does a D12 on a failed saving throw
No,
instead of a D8.
no, it does a D12 because I'm already injured.
Sorry, yes, it does. Sorry, yeah, you're absolutely right. So let me. Oh crap! What have I done there? No, that's not right. So that is a 7.
Yep.
On a D12.
Yep. Doubled to 14. So everybody hears the lift almost shake with this loud bell ringing sound that is aimed and centered at the shifter. She yells in pain, clutching either side of her head, almost as she's got some sort of massive headache suddenly strike her. So she seems distracted, which is good, Jocelyn, because it is your go.
13.
13 just hits.
7.
How do you want to do it?
Yay!
Finish it.
He's still standing up at the time?
Yeah, she's sort of bent over slightly, head in hands, in pain as you drive forward with your spear, so you can do whatever you like.
Slightly. Can I just drive the spear straight into the base of her skull to try and sever her brainstem so it's as painless as possible?
You can, yes. You make the killing blow as swiftly and considerately as possible, snuffing her life out in an instant. Okay. So, Jocelyn, from where you are, nobody else can really see it. You notice that, again, I have to move that out of the way. No, not that one. That one. Right, now your map should have updated. Can you now see a door in that south wall?
No. Not updated just yet. But sometimes it does take a few seconds to update.
How about now?
Yes, I can see that.
Right, okay. So there was a secret door in the corridor.
Okay.
And that's where the shifter has come from, and it is now slightly ajar, and there is a room behind it.
Can I go up and peer slightly?
Let us know, Jocelyn. Let us know.
Oh, we're going to go down in the lift.
Well, the rest of you see Jocelyn walk off.
I'll follow her. I'll go stand behind her.
Okay.
I'm going to probably stand in the doorway to the left, please. Sorry.
You can now. You can now all see this secret door slightly ajar. There is a room beyond. It is looking pretty messy from what you can see from where you are at the moment. So are you going to go in?
Yeah. Jocelyn, you going in, yeah?
Open the door.
Right. Is everybody going in? Apart from Radek, who's going to stay at the lift, yeah?
I'll go into the top left-hand corner.
Steve, just let you know there's a 5-minute warning until that timer runs out.
No problem. Okay, so this room reeks of urine, body odor, and just a
is
nice
it my teenage
place to
bedroom?
Be. It is.
It's your current bedroom.
The floor's covered in empty liquor bottles, food waste, and old copies of the Shan Inquisitive. So if you'd like to switch back to PowerPoint.
Cheers.
Ooh, I like this.
Ask Jill if I can have a cup of tea as well, Steve.
Just don't ask for a beer.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's so big.
Oh my god.
Okay. Such a waste.
That's the best head you've had all year.
Send it back to the pub.
Oh god.
Roll on July the 4th.
Yeah, we're definitely going to the pub.
Destroyed
We're not coming back. We're definitely going. Not coming back.
Not coming back. Yeah.
Okay, so the various news articles, papers all over the place. It looks like somebody's a bit of a hoarder. So there's a few interesting articles that you pick
I want
out
to run
from.
that safari.
Oh yeah, a sheep walks into a bar. Awesome.
No, there's a dinosaur safari.
Oh,
What happened next may surprise you. What does that even mean? This is fun to read. Even though I can't read it.
I like that. A sheep walks into a bar. What happened next may surprise you.
I'll send the rest of the pages through.
Yeah. All 40 bodies found in cogs.
I mean, they've got to be collecting these for a reason, right?
Lord of the Blades rings a bell.
Okay, let me reposition the camera.
Is that water in the room, Steve?
No, there's no water in the room.
I'm just wondering what those splashes
sorry,
are.
yeah, that's the puddles of urine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I tried to go, the complete visual effects from the description of the adventure.
I'll go over and search the bed area.
Yeah, do you want to roll an investigation check for me, please?
Yep.
There is a door as well. You can see in the east wall.
Investigation.
You want to go?
Oh, investigation. Natural 20, which is 27 total.
Hey, so managed to scare up between all of the piles of newspapers, general rubbish and empty bottles, a princely sum of 10 gold pieces.
It's enough to pay for a night's lodging.
There is nothing else of interest that you find. It is a hovel in essence.
I'm going to take those 10 gold pieces because I'm a greedy bugger.
Okay. Anything else you wish to do?
No. Check. Listen at that door.
I'd like to move slightly to the south of Kingsman, so I'm not standing in the puddle of urine. That would be nice.
Hold on, you're standing in the other one now.
Move north slightly. That's fine.
I'll go listen at the door in the east wall.
Yep. Make a perception check for me, please.
Perception. Got to switch back to bloody skills. Perception. It is a 13 plus 4, which is 17 total.
You hear sort of the rhythmic rattle of chains swinging and clashing against each other.
I'll step backwards and say to the guys, there's some sort of chains rattling in the next room. I don't think it's a ghost, but
Did we go and get
sounds odd.
in there?
Sorry, say that again, please, Jocelyn.
Should we go and get Radic or just leave him in the corridor?
Radic, come here.
Yeah, Kingsman, go get him.
You hear your name called, Radic.
I will then head to the door and I walk in. Sorry, Radic was reading his papers in his mind. Oh, what I smell! Tell Godric to be here.
Okay, so you're told by Godric that there is a door behind which you can hear chains swinging and clashing against each other.
I'll go open the door. I'll go see if it's unlocked anyway.
It is unlocked. You open the door and stride in.
Yeah.
This is an interrogation room. You see the devices of torture, an Iron Maiden, a rack, a now dulled brazier of hot coals and pokers. Over on the far wall opposite the door, you see manacles hanging from a crossbar, obviously that's used to chain people up by their wrists and then lift them bodily from the floor as some sort of hanging type torture. And then in the bottom southeast of the room, there is a small cage, a bit like the one that you found Caden Durian within in the excavation pit. However, there is a body on the floor. It is a well-dressed creature. Looks like a halfling. He's wearing sort of fine, not noble clothes, but certainly not cheap clothes. So a jacket, a fairly decent shirt. He's got a collar and cuffs. So it's the sort of thing you'd go out for an evening in rather than go to work in.
I'll go over and check his body.
Okay, he's clearly been the subject of all of the torture devices in this room. You can clearly see the bruising around the wrist where he's been hung from the chain device. The torture hasn't killed him. What's obviously killed him is the slit throat. That seems to be fairly recent. There is still wet blood around his throat and on the floor. So maybe as part of them clearing out from this area, they've been dealing with prisoners that they've taken. So you are aware that halflings form a rival crime gang to the Darsk. The Darsk crime gang that's populated by the monstrous races. The Boromar clan, who generally hold sway over Shan and the lower denizens of Shan, are almost entirely managed by halflings. Obviously employ humans and other creatures to do their day work.
Little buggers.
They are primarily a crime family of halflings, so maybe this is some sort of rival gang affair going on.
And the body is dead.
The body is dead.
I check his wallet.
He doesn't have one. There is a set of thieves' tools, but he doesn't have any money. And the clothing that he's wearing
doesn't have any identifying seals on him or anything. Like
no.
Weird that he's so spankily dressed. I'll take the thieves' tools off him.
Okay. Okay, there is no other way out of this room. Seems to be the dead end. It's the last room up on this level. So to continue, we'll be going down in the lift.
Walk in and double check because I don't know what's making the noises if the guy in the room is dead.
It was the chains on the thing were swinging around, but yeah, you can go and see if there is another secret door. Your suspicions are raised. You've already obviously been injured by that once, so if you do an investigation check, search the room.
Can I assist?
You can, so you can do it with advantage, Jocelyn.
Uh, 10. 12.
Did you roll twice?
12. Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so you search the room, you move the Iron Maiden, you look under the brazier, you try and shift the rack out of the way and look behind the cage. You do what you believe to be a very thorough search of the room. You don't find any other doors, hidden or otherwise, in the room. You figure it's just maybe a breeze that was blowing the chain in the wind, or maybe the fact that this guy had been killed so violently and they were still swinging from when he was killed. It does look like he was killed fairly recently.
Could have been the shifter had killed him just before he came out. Can't have been a breeze because there's no windows in this room or anything. There's no airflow.
Okay, where do you want to go next?
Go back to where we were then, I guess.
Okay.
Everyone?
Moving it.
Yeah?
Do you want to stop there for a break?
Yep.
Seems a good place to stop.
You go back to the lift and you push the button to descend. which it does. The lift descends several floors until you lose the windows and you go completely within the internal shaft of the building, down to the concourse level, which we will continue in around 5 minutes after we've replaced our drinks, gone to the bathroom, and when we come back, we'll be doing our draw for the Chaos Trolls from 3D&D. So back in 5 minutes.
Toilet and troll
Bye-bye.
draw.
And we're back. Hello.
Okay. Welcome back. Welcome back. So we've had a break. We've got drinks. Most of mine, which is nearly already gone.
Although, I just realised somehow we've all changed places.
Yes.
Oh no.
So who disconnected?
I didn't disconnect.
Celebrity square at the bottom.
On my screen, I'm fine, so whatevs.
So actually, yeah, Radic and Sig, you both changed places. So one of you disconnected.
Oh, so you enter a room and in front of you you see gold. You will lose 10,000 gold coins and Radic gets a Sword of Undying.
Right, I've got to swap you around. Right, you go over there, and then
you go over there.
You go over there.
Oh, you go over there.
And then you go over there. Now you stay there and behave yourselves. I'm going to have to do it on the other screen, but I'll wait until I swap to the other screen before I do that.
Okay. So, you have now entered a
competition. Yes.
And before we continue, Dave reminds me, we will be rolling now for the 3D&D. So Dan at 3D&D has kindly given us 3 Chaos Trolls to give away. There's one of them. That is lovely in focus. So nice premium quality print. Just aching to be painted.
Yep. Cheers, Dan. So 3D&D is a UK-based 3D printer. They don't just do minis; they do all other kinds of things like dice towers and dice trays and these cups and dice heads and loads of things. They also have a monthly subscription, which is done via Patreon, where you can get a set of minis. I think you get 4 or 5 minis every month. One of them is a giant mini. Otherwise, the 28mm regular size, but all printed in the UK, which means if you use a service like HeroForge, which is based in the States, all you have to do is buy the $10 STL file, design your character online, you download the file, you send it to Dan, who's in the UK, and it's going to maybe cost you £5 postage, I think, plus whatever he's going to charge you, probably another 10 quid. So it works out cheaper than get it shipped over from the States, which is right now during lockdown, massively expensive. So certainly worth doing this way.
Good value.
We need to pick a winner. So if you entered our competition by put in the word chaos into the comments in our YouTube video from our previous episode, or sent us tweets, private messages, Facebook posts, or whatever it was you did.
Bribes.
Bribes are good. Send us minis, and you've won. Joke. So we'll put you in the list, and we're going to basically, who wants to do it? Jocelyn, Kirsty?
Yeah.
Kirsty, Jocelyn. Roll a percentage dice, D100. So if you've got a percentage dice and a D10, roll them both.
Uh, 26.
I check my fancy computer.
Computer says.
Tip, tip, tip.
Sound effects need work.
Blimey. It's Josh. There you go, Josh.
Josh, yes! Well done, Josh. Nice one.
Yeah. Josh has been one of the, other than me, he's been one of the first people to put the comment under all our previous videos. So he's actually finally won something.
Yeah, nice one, Josh. Deserved that.
And Josh is actually DMing. So the minis, your Chaos Trolls, will come in handy. So be warned, if you are one of Josh's players, you're gonna start meeting some chaos trolls now.
Get trolled.
It's amazing what turns up in Fandalin every now and then, when you're doing the starter box. But hey, there you go. Yeah. Well done, Josh. I'll be in touch, and well, you know who Dan is anyway. But we'll swap those over, and we'll get that done. Well done.
Yay.
Back to the game.
Well done, Josh. He always is one of the first to post under the videos, so that's good. Yeah, so if you're one of his players, it's time to invest in that flame tongue greatsword.
Anything
Right.
that will stop regeneration.
Okay, so I think I've sorted everybody's views out in Dungeon Fog. You should be able to see the concourse now, and I should have done this before, but please bear with me while I play about with my Zoom settings.
That's okay, because I'm going to play about with some of the people settings.
Is anybody else a bit concerned at the expression on all the tokens' faces that we can see on Dungeon Fog right now?
Yeah,
Like,
they look very,
They're very happy.
I'm very worried.
I feel like I've walked into some kind of like Doctor Who episode where they've all been taken over by some wax figurine. Jesus Christ. I don't want to go in.
Right, that's a
Could be
shame
worse.
because I've sat in the wrong place. I should have sat the other side, but anyway. There's a train behind me. I'll try and get it away. There we go.
Hooray!
So, and if you switch out to the PowerPoint presentation, you'll see the same image there. So as you
Terminus District Lightning Rail
I've got to do
Concourse.
the same changes again. Oh.
so while Dave does that, I shall read the description. So as you step from the lift, as you finally reach the concourse level at the Terminus rail station, you do indeed see a train in at the station. Currently sat there about 5 or 6 carriages. The concourse is extremely busy, obviously, with people preparing to board the train, ready to head off to Rote, which is the capital of Breland. So although Shan is one of its major cities and major trading areas, it's not the capital. That is Rote. So yeah, it's a busy area. You can see across the concourse there is a what looks like a small shop, some papers, fruit and veg, snacks and stuff like that outside. And then there is a large fountain, and the fountain matches the statue, the entrance to the city of Shan as well, which is the queen that liberated Shan in the first place, the founder. So, what do you want to do?
What time is it?
It's getting very close to 3 o'clock. So although the train may not be leaving within the next few seconds, it certainly is due to leave fairly soon.
And we need to get on it. Is that right?
Or stop it.
So I'm guessing I'm going to have to quickly get tickets.
We've got
Can't you
swords.
jump through the barriers?
Have a spear.
Sword,
There
as he wants to get on the train.
Is there a ticket office nearby, Steve?
Yeah, you can wander around. Your view is what you can see, albeit some of you have smaller screens. So
Hold on. Don't we have guild passes to ride the lightning rail, or is that not the same thing?
you have passes, yes, to ride the lightning rail. You have.
Is this the lightning
pass.
rail?
This is a lightning rail.
Awesome. We don't need tickets. Let's just go quickly get on the train.
Is it the right train?
I don't know. I've got no idea.
Come on,
I'm
guys.
at the point in the evening where I've had way too many hours.
Okay, well, I mean, we need to get the train. I think.
Relic, did your light die?
No, my children just came in and
Turn the light off.
Light off. Speaking of, I'm going to follow the group, but I need to go to this one, kids.
I have an action.
Oh, go.
Can I run up to the fountain and start to climb it so I can get a better vantage point and see everyone in this, what would you call it, concourse?
Yeah, this station concourse, platform.
Do we know who we're looking for? I can't remember.
Anyone who doesn't look like these people.
Is it anyone who looks like they're rushing around like a headless chicken?
A half-orc woman, whose name I can't remember right this second.
Say that again, Justin. I can't hear you.
Was it a half-orc woman?
half ogre, Gara.
Ogre. That's it. Thank you. Couldn't remember the name.
Nicely remembered, Jocelyn.
Sort of.
Well, no, it's good enough.
What I'm going to do, just because it makes it easier for me.
Yeah, we'll all move up to the fountain.
Everyone down, and then I can sort of move people's screens around.
Get the smug-looking people out the way.
Is the train off down to the southwest?
The train, for whatever reason, isn't showing because I've obviously forgotten to make some walls
Where is the train?
see through. So, yeah, I will attempt to do this. That doesn't seem to want to work. Let's try that one. Still can't see the train. Okay, all right, I'll stop freaking around with it. The train is directly south of you, so where you see where you see these people, they're basically waiting in front of the carriages.
Oh, right, okay.
So Kingsman, from where you are here, you see a ticket office with a window. So that's the window to the ticket office. There is a human man inside looking like he's ready to dish tickets out. So that's a potential source of information as to when the train is leaving. So I'll now read the second part of the description. So the sound of lightning rail trains stopping and starting elsewhere in Terminus Station echoes throughout the platform. A crowd of people is gathered near a lightning rail train crackling with arcs of blue energy. Suddenly, you see a guard appear. And it is further down the station, sort of out of your view. So I'll ping that up. I don't know, some of you can see that, but not all of you. And you hear him shout, "If you're headed to Rote, you will have to catch the next one." And everybody sort of looks around confused, as if they weren't expecting. And then from out of the rail car steps the same person.
What? The same person as the guard that just shouted?
Yeah. So the guard that just shouted caused a bit of a ruckus with the people on the concourse, seemingly confused that the train is due to leave when it isn't. And then from out of the carriage steps the same guard wearing the same livery.
Right.
And looks horribly confused.
How far away from me are the two guards?
Way down. So they're about 100, 120 feet away. So the first guard who steps off the train steps up and blows a whistle. And this sets off another round of events. There is a loud explosion coming from further down the concourse, so somewhere down this area, for those of you that can see that on your screens. And it's just the different resolutions that you've got, so some of you may not be able to see it. There's a loud explosion, which again causes panic for the people that are stood on the concourse, and they all slowly and then with more speed head back towards the area that you're in. So that's creating a bottleneck on the platform itself, where it thins down past the ticket office. So you can see this area here becomes very congested with people as they're moving down the platform, and then the train itself here in the Westseal starts to energize and get ready to leave. So you can see the cars raise up, the electrical energy start to build, and the cars raise up from the platform. They start to levitate on these crystals that set into the tracks, and they start to inch forwards, and the tension increase on the couplings as it gets ready to move out.
Crap, which one's the real guard? I'm guessing it's the one, the real one is the one that stepped out of the train. The fake one is the one that said you'll have to get the next one. Anyone else?
So what we're going to do is we're going to roll initiative now. So we get into initiative order.
Right.
And then I can then speak to each of you in turn about what you want to do.
Initiative. Come on. Oh, it was nearly a natural 20. Got a 4. I like the dice on D&D Beyond. I like how they disappear.
Yeah.
That's quite nice.
Right. So we start at the top of my screen. So Godric.
23.
23.
Which was a natural 20.
Nice. Jocelyn.
11.
Kingsman.
4.
And Relic.
Riddick.
Sorry, my mic was in the air. It was off. Mine is a 12.
12. Okay, right. So, Godric, you're up first. What do you want to do?
How far away from me is the guard that spoke?
Out of your view.
Yeah, but how far is that in feet?
It isn't, because you don't know. It's out of your view.
Oh, right. Is he literally obscured by something?
Yes. All the people that are creating a bottleneck here. So I'm not going to move all the people around, but you're basically a crowd of people.
Screen, that's fine.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, because you've got the little window, haven't you?
What? No, I just had it on like half screen. I always have the browser on half the screen and Zoom on the other half of the screen. So if I want to see the whole map, I have to make the browser screen the whole screen, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's cool. So I'll move my maximum distance towards the train and guards. You know, like in a diagonal type maneuver.
All right, so that would put you about there. Okay.
Yeah, can I see the guards from there?
Not really, no, because it was still off. So your screen ends there, and it was still further away than that.
Yeah, no worries. I will stop there, and that's my turn ended.
Okay. Right. So as you move forwards through the crowd, and again, I didn't fill this map up with all of the people that are on the platform. Moving out of the crowd towards you are 2 humanoid people. So bear with me. Turn that off. There. And they draw swords to attack. So if you want to drop into the PowerPoint, those are the 2 bandits that move to attack you.
Okay. Did I see them coming towards me, or?
No, they use the cover of the crowd to get close enough to you that they don't necessarily take you by surprise, but you didn't see them coming where you'd have been able to intercept them.
Okay.
Not with your passive perception, anyway.
Yeah.
So get on. Sorry, I'll restart my iPad.
Hold down both the buttons for 10 seconds.
That's a different kind of reset.
Yeah.
you joker, you joker.
Yeah, I just love the way that people think that Apple products never crash and stuff. They never crash, but they grind to a halt.
Announcing the new Apple iPad.
Yeah, at least with Windows, it blue screens and you know you've got a restart. Apple just flicking grinds to a halt, and you just like, what's going on? What's going on?
Right, so first one hit with an armor class of 13.
Oh, that's right on my armor class.
Okay, so it just manages to hit, and the
Yep.
second one swings wildly and takes out one of the innocent bystanders instead. So it slashes at you with a scimitar and does 4 points of damage as he strikes you in the meaty part of your top leg.
Yep, no worries. I've got that. Mark that off. I say no worries. I am on 12 hit points.
Okay, so the same happens with you, Jocelyn, and you, Radic. These bandits use the cover of the fleeing crowd to get close enough to attack with melee. So Jocelyn, armor class 18 is a hit, I believe.
Yes.
And Radic, armor class 22.
Ah.
So
Yeah.
Jocelyn, you take 5 points of damage, and Radic, you take 2 points of damage.
Okay, doke.
8 points left.
Right. That's there goes over. So Radic, you are up.
Cool. So I kind of missed the opening to this, but I think I've caught up. I'm going. Actually, I'll just okay, fair enough. I'm going to actually just draw my two-handed axe and go down for a counter on B1 directly next to me, please.
Roll hit for me then, please.
Hit on that, you bastard. Just rolled off an 18. Hit on that's 11.
Hit on a bastard.
Yeah, 18. No, 11.
Yeah, 11 just misses. So your two-handed strike glances off the leather armor that the bandit is wearing, and swings wide harmlessly. Do you want to do anything with your move or your bonus action?
I think that I will move to his north, please.
You can't really, because there are people around. So you make a strength check to shove the person out of the way if you want to step to his north.
Yeah, I'll do that then. Yeah, because I do want to be there. So my windows have got a bit crunched up. Strength check. There you go. 22.
Okay, you shove the helpless bystander out of the way, and you take his positions in the north of the bandit. Anything else you want to do?
I'm good, thank you very much.
Okay, Jocelyn.
I have a question about my minor illusion. I know I can also make noises as well as illusions. If I made the same noise that the harpy makes earlier, would it have the same effect on people, or would it just be a noise?
It would just be a noise. That's a magical effect. So you'd be able to replicate the screeching noise, but it wouldn't carry the same magical effect to turn that into a song in somebody's head.
Are people still moving away from the train?
Yes, they are.
Can I try casting sleep again? Might be successful this time.
You can, yeah, go for it.
So I've just got to move the window so I can get back at the screen. So I've got you on one screen, I've got everything else on the other screen.
I like his outfit.
And 16?
16 hits.
Okay. I'll put it over B2.
Sorry, it's sleep, isn't it? Sorry,
Yeah.
You rolled 5d8 and got 16. Is that right?
Okay. No, I'm rolling the wrong dice. Bear with me.
So you roll 5d8.
Oh, I can do that all at once. 22.
So did you say 32?
22.
22. Okay, so you cast sleep centered on B2. That one there.
Yes.
He drops to the floor, snoring loudly, as do 3 or 4 of the commoners surrounding him. B1 unfortunately isn't affected, but B2 is out, so I will remove him from the map.
Nice one, Jocelyn.
Yeah, very nice.
Anything you want to do?
Can I kick B1?
You can kick B1, yeah.
Yeah, give him a kick in the nuts.
19.
19 hits. So he takes, what's your strength modifier?
4.
Take 5 points of damage. So that is, again, that is a hefty kick to the nuts. He didn't like that one bit. Okay, you'll go over unless you want to move, but if you move, you'll take an attack of opportunity.
Well, I'm good. I don't think I can move too far anyway.
Okay. Right, you'll go over Kingsman. You're at the top of the statue.
Of the fountain. Ha 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 ha. I will jump down.
Yep. Can you just roll me a athletics check, please, to land?
Okay. 13.
Okay, which way are you going to leap?
I'm going towards Godric.
Yeah.
Actually, you say that. Can I leap, sword out, and slash down towards B3?
Yeah.
Let's do something heroic, and let's do that.
Okay, right. So you rolled a 13, yeah?
13 athletics.
Right, so you jump down safely enough. Unfortunately, you don't pass with enough pizzazz to give yourself any bonus damage, but you land safely enough where you're within range to get your swing. So roll to hit for me, please.
Okay. Oh, it looked like it was cocked then. It's a D&D Beyond. It looked like it was cocked. That's 23, 17.
23 hits. Roll damage for me, please.
It's rolled, both D6s have rolled off screen. But it's a 10. 2 plus 4 plus 4.
10 damage. Okay, so unfortunately you didn't quite time the jump swing well enough where you could use the momentum of gravity to aid you in your damage. But you do land and then thrust forward with your sword, catch him in the shoulder. It does quite a hefty lot of damage. He looks pretty unhealthy, but he's not dead, still standing. B3. Anything else you'd like to do?
Kick him.
Okay, roll a hit.
I've got to clear these. Roll to hit. Unarmed strike. 10 plus 6. There we go. 16.
16 hits.
And that's an automatic 5 plus strength, or just 5?
It's 5. It's 1 plus
That
strength
damage.
modifier, so that's 5.
Okay.
Okay, you crack him in the side of the kneecap and he goes down on one knee, still alive but looking on last legs.
Cool.
Okay, so at the end of the round, the train has gained some momentum, and unfortunately I've managed to cock the map up where you can't see the train carriages. If you could, you would now see that the 5 carriages that were in the station, one of them has now managed to pull out, so you've got one less carriage at the back.
Which way is the train going?
It is going from east to west. It is leaving to the west. So you're at the back of the train. The front of the train is at the other end of the concourse. So you've now got less chance of getting on because one of those carriages has moved further to
have to chase
west.
it.
Correct. Right, top of the round. Godric, you're up. You've got 2 assailants next to you, although one of them has been thoroughly skewered and kicked by Kingsman. The other one is undamaged.
Yeah, can I attack? Is it B3 that Kingsman has attacked?
Yes, it is, yeah.
Can I actually cast a cantrip at him? Is he far enough away? Is he further away than 5 feet?
No, it's 5 feet away. So if it's a ranged spell attack, it's going to be done with disadvantage. If you've got a cantrip that's a melee touch attack, then that would be fine. There'd be no disadvantage to that.
Well, Toll the Dead isn't actually an attack, as in you don't have to roll to hit.
Then
that
that's
won't
fine.
be okay?
Yeah, that'd be fine, yeah.
Yeah, okay, I'll do Toll the Dead. 15 wisdom saving throw.
So I rolled a 15 on the dice, and there is no modifier, so that's a pass.
Okay, so you just take D8 damage, which
No,
is...
I don't take any damage.
No, it's... isn't it D8?
No, it's D8 if I'm uninjured, D12 if I'm injured, but if I pass my saving throw on a cantrip, it's no damage at all.
It says must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or take 1d8 necrotic damage.
Yeah, and I succeeded on the saving throw.
Oh, right, yeah. No worries, okay. That's all I can do, unfortunately. Unless I can disengage.
Disengage is an action for you, not a bonus action.
Okay, no worries, I'll just stay there.
Yeah, okay. Right, so that's my go. So B3 is going to turn around and try and attack Kingsman. Rolling 14, so that's hitting armor class 17, which is a miss, I believe, Kingsman. Tings off of your armored carapace ineffectually. B4 is going to attack you, Godric, missing with a roll of 6. And then B1,
thank you, Steve.
Radic is going to attack you. Again, rolling a 6 and missing. All right, so we're now starting to get even more people coming around this corner now. So this area that I'm going to ping on your screen now, this area here is becoming really congested. So it's now effectively difficult terrain. So everybody's speed moving through here is going to be halved, and unless you pass on athletics checks to basically shove people out of the way as you're moving through them. Okay, Radic, your turn.
I kind of think I want to, kind of after not really hitting him last time, I kind of want to make a beeline towards the trains, the skyline, which is going to cause a, what was it, reaction on me. But I'm kind of want to go dash diagonal.
Right, so you want to move as fast as possible. So you've got 50 feet of movement. So it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Are you actually going to jump on the train?
No, I'm going to kind of stay. I think if I can't reach the squares very well, but I think if I've got it correctly, I should just be under that little just run around by that corner. I can't ping it.
Yeah, 50 feet of movement would put you there. That's where 50 feet of movement would put you if you can see that on your screen.
Sure, yes. So I kind of want to be to the northeast square there, above it.
That one?
Yes.
Okay. Right, at the end of this round, the carriage that you're next to will be past you. Okay, so where you are now is in line with the front end of the last carriage on the train. At the end of this round, you'll be in line with the end of that carriage.
Okay, so I'll still be in line with it, but the back end of it.
Yes.
Okay.
Right, so unfortunately, the direct route there meant you passed through 2 people's area of threats. So you get 2 attacks of opportunity, one from the 2 attackers. Right. So the first one rolled an 18, so that's an armor class of 21. And the second one rolled a 7, so that's only an armor class of 10. So you get hit by B1, and he does 7 points of damage.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Next up is you, Jocelyn. You've just seen Radic make a beeline towards the train. The bandit they took a swing at Radic and hit. So he's standing with his back to you currently.
Standing with his back to me, can I just...
Yep. Yep, you can. Roll to hit for me. It'll be with advantage.
With advantage means
You roll the d20 twice and take the highest number.
11.
11 total.
No, total was 18.
Okay, 18 hits.
All right. Uh, 9.
9 points of damage. Okay, it was a good hit. You skewer him with your spear through the middle. He didn't like that at all. He is still standing, but he is quite heavily damaged.
Can I kick him?
You can.
18?
Yep, hit. So you kick him in the midriff and pull your spear free, doing even more damage. He's got quite a gaping hole where his kidney was, but he's staggering, but he's still up. Kingsman, you're up.
You're a poor bystander's PTSD at the moment.
What's the state of B4? So B3 really wounded, but B4
He's uninjured. So he's taken no damage at all.
Do I have their attention?
You have B3's attention, but B4 is currently still looking at Godric.
Get his attention.
Well, that's what I'm trying to do. What I'm thinking is, I'll level the sword up to B3, like with one arm, this giant sword just sort of under his, not exactly under his chin as such, but just towards his neck. And I say, last chance, run and live.
Okay, roll me an intimidation check, please.
It's rolling. 14.
Okay, you think you catch a glint of fear in his eyes. The whites of his eyes, as it were, widen, and he takes a staggering half step back. So you believe he's going to. You believe he is going to bolt, but maybe not the other one. So that was your action. So I'll allow you still to have a bonus action and the move.
I've got nothing for bonus action. Can I move through B4? Can I physically pick him up? Can I barge through him?
You can barge through him, yeah. You can shoulder charge, so that'll be an opposed athletics check.
Okay. $17.
Okay, so you managed to shoulder him out of the way. He does stand up to you more than you expected, so it wasn't a spectacular shoulder charge where you sent him prone or anything like that, but you managed to barge away past him. Where do you want to move to?
I want to barge past him and then kind of grab Godric and move. Can I sort of move him on with me?
Yeah, okay, so you want to barge past him, get in front of Godric and push Godric out of the way so the attack of opportunity, if there is one coming, gets on you rather than Godric.
Yeah, and then just
Sounds
use
good to
my
me, yeah.
body frame because he's smaller than me.
Yeah.
And I've got the full plate mail.
Yep.
So my body as his shield.
Okay, so what I'll do is I'll put you both there, okay?
Yep.
Jump on the train, jump on the train.
He does. The B4 does take a attack of opportunity, but at you, Dave, because you have successfully used your body as a shield. It is only an 11, so you feel his scimitar clang off the back of your armor, but you did manage to save Godric there, so that was a good move.
Nice one.
So that's your go over.
Yeah. If there's like the carriages, I'm assuming like the segment. If there's one coming, is it coming towards us or going past us?
So as you get there, and because you're holding on to Godric, because you had to sort of bear hug him almost to try and protect him as much as possible from the attack of opportunity, you don't get the opportunity to try and grab for the carriage because you only just get there and you've used your action.
I was actually just going to try and sort of put him on it.
Yeah.
Lift him
If
up.
you did that, you'd do quite a lot of damage to him. So
Don't do that.
So as you get there, the last carriage of the train does speed past you. So currently that end of that final carriage is 20 feet away from you at the end of that round because you're last in the round.
Right.
So that's where it is at the moment. It's a pain in the arse at this. That all hasn't worked properly. So yeah, the end of the carriage is 20 feet away from you, and it's 10 feet away from Radic at the moment, and of course it's still moving, so it gets further away each round. So Godric, you're next.
I can't get to it, can I?
Yep.
Dash.
You can.
I'll shove him.
Yeah,
Dash,
I'll try and dash and jump onto it.
So the end of the last carriage, like you'd see on an old Western, is an open sort of a conductor's car. So there is a platform at the back of the train,
and like railings and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. So because you've got 30 feet of movement, you can move 20 feet to the back of the car and make a dexterity check to leap onto the platform, please. Obviously, it is moving.
Just a dexterity check or a athletics check?
I'll let you have whichever you're more proficient in, either an athletics check or an acrobatics check.
Matters, but let me check.
Your acrobatics would be better.
Yeah, dexterity check would be better.
Yeah, so it's an acrobatics check.
So that is a 16 total. Okay,
so you run to the carriage and you do manage to leap onto that platform. So what I'm going to do is put you on top of the train, which you probably can't see.
I've disappeared.
Oh, the train's there.
I can see it now.
The train's there.
I can see a train now. I can see carriages or something at the bottom of the screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're on like the second one. Yeah.
That's the last carriage, yeah?
That is now the last carriage, yes.
Okay, I can ignore those ones.
Jocelyn?
Yeah, because to me that looks like it's the sort of third to last carriage.
It was when it started.
Yeah.
It's now the last one, so I'll take that off.
Cool.
All right.
Oh, nice one. Yeah.
Okay. So that's your go over. Well, no, it's not your go. You've only moved. So do you want to take an action or?
Yeah. How far is B4 away from me?
Far enough. It's within range of Firebolt, because Firebolt.
I was going to say, if he's less than 240 feet, I can hit him.
Yeah.
If I can hit him.
Yeah. Well, to hit.
It's
14 total.
Is just a hit. Yeah. That is it.
Right,
so B4,
rolling.
Yeah.
Yep. 10 damage.
10 damage. Okay, so fiery bolt of energy blasts from the back of the train, swerving past all the commoners on the concourse, hit him square in the chest. He has now a large singe mark in his leather armor. Okay, you'll go over?
Yep.
Okay. Angered by that, he's going to move up to Kingsman.
Actually, Steve, sorry. Is there a emergency stop thing at the back of the carriage?
Make it right. So I'm going to say no for this round. So you
Yep,
can,
no,
you
that's
can
cool.
investigate that as an action
Yep.
next round. Yeah.
No, that's cool. That's fine. Cool.
Okay, so the bandit's going to take a swipe at you, Kingsman. Misses horribly.
Good.
Rolling a 7. So again, he strikes
Horribly.
off your armor. B3 does take the option to run away. So now he is off the grid. And B1, Jocelyn, is going to attack you, missing with an armor class of 11. Radic.
Well, I'm thinking.
No, Radic, it's still my go. It was a Radic
Oh,
pause
well, you
for
said
effect.
Oh, well, I was like, hey, he can't be attacking me because he's paused.
Coming out of crowd again is 2 more of these bandits
Just escape them all.
who managed to get up close to you by using the crowd as cover. So they both take a swing in your direction, and they both miss, one with a 10 and the other with a 12. So, yeah, ineffectual there. And now it's your go.
Well, they've kind of fucked up my go now. Okay, right. Well, I had a really cool kind of. Oh, well, never mind. Right. Is B1 like literally like just a tad too far for a dagger to reach if I was to throw it?
Oh,
I think
it's massively too far.
Well,
The range
well,
on a
my-
dagger is 20.
mine says 60. But okay.
That's at long range, and it would be with disadvantage.
Okay. See, I was going to go for long range. But I'm just trying to count if it's 10, 20, 30, 40. I think it's still out of reach, isn't it? By like 10.
I think so, yeah.
Okay, that's fine. In that case, bloody things. I was going to very casually grab a bar and just fling up to the train, but now I've got to do. I'm just going to try and push past these guys and get to the train because I don't want to miss the opportunity to get on there. And I
Okay.
think, like you said, my turn, I should be just on the tail now.
Yeah, so you've only got to move 10 feet, which is good because you are being hindered by these 2 guys. So you need to make me an athletics check, please, to barge past them.
Athletics check. Okie dokie. That should be hopefully work out in my favor. Oh, okay. We've got a 25.
25. I rolled a natural 20, but that still isn't enough to stop you with a 25. They're just not strong enough to stand up to that. So you manage to barge past. You move up to the end of the train, barreling over a few commoners as you drop your shoulder and charge down the concourse. Can you make me either an athletics check or an acrobatics check, whichever one you are more proficient at, please?
I will grab athletics again. And this one comes in at a 22.
Okay, so you leap from the side of the platform, and you grab hold of the handrail and take up position next to Godric on the train.
So I'm suddenly a very nimble dwarf.
Or a strong one, at least.
Strong one, at least.
Okay.
He's got his mother's legs.
I got my mother's legs, yeah. Yes, I do.
Jocelyn, you are up.
We've abandoned Justin a little bit, to be fair.
Yeah. On the plus side, most of the enemies are near you.
Very true.
Is B1 still quite badly injured?
Yeah.
Can I dash down south, jump onto the tracks, and then go that way? Because
Go-
the rest of them.
Go diagonal.
Yeah, but then I'll go near the other enemies, and I have 8 hit points left.
Blaze of Glory.
Okay, so you can get to there with 50 feet of movement. You need to make me one athletics check for barging past that person there, and you'll take 2 attacks of opportunity, one from B1 and one from this one when you jump onto the train.
B1.
21 for athletics check.
Okay, I will try and oppose that, which I will fail. So you manage to barge your way past that bandit there, and then I will take my 2 attacks of opportunity. So 1 from B1, he rolls a 7, so that's a miss, and 1 from that bandit there, armor class 9, which again is a miss. So they both swing and hit air. And now if you'd like to roll me an athletics check to leap onto the train, please.
17.
That is good enough. Again, following RELICS' footsteps, you take a huge leap, not necessarily the most graceful one, but certainly a strong one. Grab hold of the handrail. You know, now 3 of you on the train. Kingsman, it's your turn.
I will dash, shoulder barge, and leap across. So horizontal, and then dash on.
Okay, right. Roll me athletics check, please.
Boom. Six.
Amazingly, this bandit, which is probably 3/4 of your height, manages to stop you in your tracks.
Clothesline.
So yeah, he manages to be low enough because of the height difference to basically grapple you around the waist and stop you from pushing past him. So he stops you after 10 feet. So you are still short of the train. Now you can attempt to jump from where you are before it moves any further, but it is quite a long leap.
Do it.
Go for it.
I believe it stopped you. Fucking
Go on, do it.
Athletics, yeah.
Do it.
Athletics.
So that's an athletics, yeah, athletics.
Come on, son.
22.
Okay, so you muster enough rage that you look down at this scrawny little human being in front of you, and you just think of the duty that you owe your teammates, and you take a leap of faith. In essence, you jump out of the platform onto the back of the train, just about grabbing hold of the handrail. As at the end of that round, it moves another carriage space distant out of the.
I give Helm a bit of a nod. I thank him for.
I give Nod a bit of a helm.
Yeah. I say a blessing to Helm.
That was by the power of Grayskull.
Yeah.
The power of Grayskull.
You managed to successfully navigate the bandits on the concourse. You've managed to find your way onto the train.
Easy.
You're all on the final carriage as the train pulls out of the station, leaving the bandits behind. So I will just throw that onto the screen. Okay, you'll see that. You'll see Dungeon Fog. Okay, I've unfrozen your views.
Yep.
So you essentially stood at the end of this carriage.
Yeah.
You are in front of a door. What do you want to do?
Listen at the door.
Okay. Roll perception check for me, please.
I shall roll a perception check for you.
I will drink more ale.
If I have one more, I'm going to be really pissed. Right. 19 total.
Okay, you hear the steady rattle and rumble of a train rolling down the track, even though this is an electric train and effectively hovering, it's still making
So I think that's a bit strange.
the comforting sound of a train on a railway line.
Sort of
You
going,
don't. Yeah.
On a
All right,
road.
I open the door.
Yes.
Go through.
It's like the bullet train. The door is locked.
Oh, the door is locked. I say to the others, the door is locked. Anybody got any ideas?
Don't you have some sort of thieves' tools on you?
You pick them
I
up.
do. I don't know how to use them though.
I have my blacksmithing tools still.
I could freeze the lock and then someone could kick it open.
I pick it open, you mean?
Give it a go. I mean, are we sure freezing this kind of lock wouldn't cause it? Because I'm assuming that.
I don't know. Does it look like a normal lock, Steve, or does it look like some sort of magical jiggery pokery lock?
You can't see a keyhole. There is a handle and it is locked, but you can't see a keyhole, so you're not aware of what sort of locking mechanism it is.
Could be anything.
Kingsman, you make me a perception check, please.
Come on, Kingsman, make that perception check.
Kingsman.
All right. I got too many things going on. I'm trying to juggle an iPad and 2 laptops. 8.
I want to see that. Go on.
Me too.
And then I want to see your insurance
literally.
claim.
No, so you don't see anything of interest. What do the rest of you want to do?
I say somebody with big legs boot this door open. Come on.
Well, then, Jocelyn, after you.
Give it a go.
Go on, Jocelyn. Show him how it's done.
Right, I walk up to the door and try and kick it down.
Okay, go for it.
7.
You don't manage it. In fact, you
Embarrass myself horribly again.
you kick it, but you feel a slight twinge. Something goes in your knee.
Oh no!
You may have aggravated an old injury there.
Try and shoulder barge it.
Okay, roll an athletics check then, please.
But Jocelyn,
Would it help if I tried to freeze the handle area at all?
You don't believe so.
No, I don't.
That would break the handle off, but you don't even aware how this is locked. So
Okay, no worries.
can we both do it?
there's probably just enough room to be able to do it together. Yeah. So who's aiding who?
I'll aid Jocelyn.
Okay, so if you make another athletics check, please, Jocelyn, but this time with advantage.
Oh, I have no idea.
Okay. That was rolling twice, right?
Yep, and take the highest number.
Highest number is 25.
Okay, you do manage this time with the aid of Kingsman, barge the door down. There is a burst of magical energy of whatever force was keeping it closed. You overcome. Within this
I'd say there
carriage,
was magic keeping that closed.
within this carriage, you start to hear the sound of a bell ringing, an alarm.
Oh man!
Oh shit! We've set the alarm off.
If I was to have gone above it and gone in from a sky thing, would that have been better?
You don't know that. He's not going to tell you that. Come on.
I had such a good idea.
Steve, can we see any sort of speaker for the bell alarm from anywhere in the carriage?
No.
Okay.
It's a magical device, so you can't see that it's an electronic thing. However, when you're looking round, you look into the ceiling. There is indeed a large skylight set into the ceiling.
Fuck, I fucking knew it.
Oh, Reddick, I blame you.
Well, you guys kept on shouting, kick, kick, kick. couldn't get
Right.
anywhere.
Let's close the door and then walk down the carriage nonchalantly.
Okay, so there is no one else in the carriage. For
Is there
simple
seats?
reason. There is seats. Yeah, the simple reason that this train has left earlier than expected due to events that happened on the station. So there is no one in this carriage.
There's a good chance if we just sit down in the seats and pretend like nothing happened, if someone comes along, we could just present our guild cards that allow us free lightning rail passes, and they might just say, "What the hell?" The door just burst open. Don't know what happened. Door just burst.
You make your way down the train. The rest of the doors between the carriages are not locked. You open them, and there appears to be some sort of weird magical effect springing into existence as the door opens. Some sort of safety feature to prevent you falling from the carriage onto the rail and out of the train.
That's rather considerate.
As you move through the next carriage, there are a few people, and they look up in a sort of fearful, worried expression on their faces as they see you striding down the corridor with purpose. And as you move past, they get up from their seats and head further back into the train. So the alarm that you set off in the final carriage doesn't go on. That it was only going off in that carriage. It doesn't go off down the rest of the train.
So you the crime. Excellent.
You make your way inexorably and with purpose down the train until you reach the first class carriage, and I will just jump everybody to the end for expediency.
Jump.
We should have taken that prisoner's tuxedo.
Before anything else happens, can I very quickly do lay on hands on myself?
Okay. Yep. 5 hit points back.
Yes, please.
No, that's a non-Skyro train.
I'll just fix these in a second.
Oh, an orc.
An orc appears randomly.
We're looking
says,
for
hello there.
We're looking for a half orc. Oh crap!
Okay, so everybody see that?
Yes.
Okay, so what you see before you.
Swimming pool. Oh.
Why does that come out? What you see before you is a half ogre, and she has her foot up on what looks to be a leather-bound chest. Obviously, trying to transport something. You're not quite sure what, but this could be the culmination of whatever the Warforged were getting up to in the excavation pit, whatever was the cause for Caden de Orion's kidnapping, and why Alden was told to supply the poor Warforged labour in the first place.
Or it could just be a random chest.
Stood before you is the half ogre Gara, brandishing a large great axe, adorned with trophies of kills over the years. Accompanying her is a large ogre carrying a spiked club, and you spot hanging around his neck from what looks to be the remnants of a belt the hand and forearm of a Warforged. And we are going to roll initiative.
I can only see one thing, Steve.
You can only see one thing.
Yeah, one ogre.
Try and persuade her that it's just tickets inspection time.
Oh, I love that. That's brilliant. Yes, you could do that.
Right, initiative.
Yeah, I can only see O, Steve. I can't see any other thing except O and us, obviously.
Okie dokie. I will try and fix that.
Is it initiative time?
It's initiative time.
It's initiative time. Initiative. Initiative time. Oh, bloody 13 again. That's twice in a row, bastard.
18.
Unlucky 13.
Bastard.
Right, you should be able to see both of them now.
Yes, I can.
Yeah, I can see
Let's have a
G.
go. Yes.
O and G.
OMG.
Original gangster.
Original gangster.
Do you remember when life was fun? It was called the 80s.
No.
I
You
don't
were
know.
too young, aren't you?
Right,
Yes.
Godric.
What were the 13? I'm first.
Got
No.
19.
What
No.
did you get?
I was going to say, what the hell?
You got a 13, yeah?
I got
Jocelyn?
a 13.
What did you score, Jocelyn?
18.
Okay, Kingsman, you got a 19.
18.
And Redick?
I got a 21.
Persuade them it's ticket inspection time.
I've run out of ale, so I'm going to just go get some ale. I'll be back in a sec.
Okay,
Okay.
so as you stand ready, weapons drawn, he's walked off.
It's going to get out. I ready my axe, I guess?
Yep.
Not your app.
We
Mine.
just wait for him to come back.
Yeah. You personally, so go on.
As you stand ready, weapons drawn, ready to face off against the ogre and Gara and discover whatever is in this chest, whatever it is that you've been chasing, whatever it is they dug up, whatever it is that caused the horrifying kidnapping of small child and the horrific attack on Cole and whatever brought you to Shan in the first place and the favours that you owed Jermaine Vilroy. As you stand there, you see far to your left, stood in the corner of the carriage, Kingsman suddenly almost sheathed entirely in silver flames, his weapon drawn, springs to life and illuminates the carriage with this silver light that you've never seen before. And with that, we're going to end there.
Whoa!
I thought we were going to have our final fight.
Oh no, we're going to have a final
No!
fight in the next session. So you can wait another 2 weeks to lick your wounds. Consider how few hit points you have left because
Yeah, I
you've
know,
been
and
through a
no
marathon of
spells and-
fights,
Yeah.
Jesus.
and you're just about to face an ogre and a half ogre. So
I wish we could have had a rest before this. That's all
Just
I'm
that
going to
carriage.
say.
The other carriages. Could you done that?
you could have done, but what's happened has
didn't.
happened. So
Talk about running on empty.
you've got 2 weeks to try and figure out some tactics.
Easily.
I'm going to set the whole carriage on fire.
Well, Radek just remembered he's a paladin and he actually heals himself. I'm not a fighter.
So yeah, that's where we'll finish. So congratulations to Josh for winning the 3 Chaos Trolls.
Yeah,
and
well done,
yes,
That's
George.
it.
Whoa.
Josh, well done.
thanks to 3D for providing us with a giveaway.
Thank you, Dan.
And we'll reconvene in 2 weeks for the final fight plus the aftermath. So there may be some treasure. There may be some
Bloody piece of treasure.
maybe some treasure. There may be some plot hooks. There may be some rewards. We'll find out in 2 weeks.
May find love.
So, thank you for playing. Yeah, it was a bit full on in terms of combat tonight. One fight after the next, but that's supposed to be sort of a climatic sort of chase and then catching the train. And some of you not making it, but unfortunately you all made it, so it was good. So we finished exactly
Running
You
right.
on
say
empty.
unfortunately you
Perfect.
made it.
I think he did, yeah.
It would have been quite interesting to see how you managed to get caught up and and stuff like that. And I'd hope I'd left enough plot hooks with the carriage description in the previous session on the roof, the dragon, or the ornate dragon sky coach.
The one that was chained up,
yeah. So there was opportunities if you didn't make the train that you could have caught up the train and stuff like that and continued to chase. But you all made it onto the carriage with no one falling onto the rail or anything like that, which was good. So
great.
So next week, or not next week, next session, we will finish this fight and see how it all pans out and move on from there.
Excellent. That was really fun. That was good.
All right. So thank you for playing, and see you in 2 weeks.
Yeah, good stuff,
see
guys.
Everyone.
Great
Thanks for
session.
watching.
Thanks all.
Subscribe on YouTube. Click that like button.
Yes, subscribe.
Ring that bell. Bye.
Subscribe.